Welcome to Curtis Goes Corner, coming to you from a secret underground base in occupied America. Welcome back. CNN appears to be on verge of an epic collapse. Yeah. Let's read on. The only funny part is, the only ironic part to that is concerning Trump is this year's presidential election with Donald Trump in it. And the only is probably going to keep him going for the next year. Selected in 2016, they were on the verge of collapse. Let's read on. CNN has been desperately trying to tread water for years now. The former king of cable news has been bleeding ratings for years, while Fox News typically topping all the networks night after night. Now, Fox isn't perfect either, but they're way better than CNN. CNN still fancies itself, I have to do the right voice now, the most trusted name in news. What a joke. Yet even former CEO Chris Licht admitted last year that trust, assuming at one point they actually had it, is long gone and they need to restore it. He didn't last long. Yeah, he effed up. He told the truth. Now, before we read on, I want to say this website is pushing this channel down very badly. If I want to keep this channel going to really help out the channel, get out the truth, please watch as many videos as much as you can. And just as important, give it a thumbs up and a comment, even if it's a small comment like, hello, John. And share the link to this video everywhere you can to anybody. Email, on your social media, everywhere. Let's read on. The problem, of course, that CNN claims to be fair and without bias, yet anti-conservative views have all been part of the DNA. Well, we all knew media was left, even when I was a kid, and I'm 67. But at least they weren't in your face with it. They weren't like MSNBC and Morning Joe. As the network's on-air talent routinely, I like that, on-air talent, routinely bases its reports on Democratic Party talking points, even token conservatives on the network are a joke and sound more like liberal pundits. Yeah, they're the conservative DEI hires. The struggling network is now desperately trying to get out of its death spiral. And one step to cut costs by axing the remaining big-name talents who have extremely large salaries. New CEO Mark Thompson is preparing ruthless cuts to make the network as ratings plunge, leaving Anderson Cooper, Chris Wallace, Wolf Blitzer, and Jake Tapper facing dates with the Axman, a source says. Chris Wallace, his dad is turning over in his grave. If you remember, us older guys remember Mike Wallace, his father from CBS. Anderson knows he's on the chopping block because he makes a whopping $20 million a year. He's already started looking for a new gig, a Network Insider exclusively tells In Touch. Well, where is he going to go? Start his own podcast? Do what Tucker Carlson did? Do what Mick and Kelly does and many others? I don't think he has the personality for it. He already knows he's on the chopping block. He's already started looking for a new gig. A Network Insider exclusively tells In Touch. Chris Wallace makes $8 million and figures he's a likely target as well. Insiders say other network favorites, including $15 million Blitzer, $8 million Jet Tapper, are also bracing for the boot. Everyone knows the focus is on cutting costs. The Insider continues, no one is safe. Well, when you're making those big salaries, it's easy to cut the top off. You can put any talking head. You can put somebody in there for $750,000 a year to just do the same job. For now, no big changes are expected because the contracts for the so-called heavy hitters don't expire until after the elections in November. Yeah, that's where all the revenue is going to come from. Trump's going to save them again. That's the ironic part. These are the people that hate Trump's guts. They do everything they can to undermine him, but at the same time, they're making huge amounts of money off him. So who's really the hypocrite here? But that's another topic for another time. What about after November? Well, anything can and probably will happen. A rep for Tapper insists talks of his ouster is false. It's not his ouster. They're not saying you're fired. When your contract is over, you just don't renew it. Does that mean you're fired? No. Tucker Carlson was fired. But Thompson is known for wielding a sharp axe to a desired bottom line. He recently removed hosts Poppy Hawley, and Phil Mattingly from CNN This Morning and consolidated all the network's production offices to Atlanta to save money. Yeah, well, that's where they're originally from, Atlanta. If you remember, Ted Turner started this years ago. I used to have some respect for Ted Turner, not so much anymore. Sources say he has no use for the star system and the hefty salaries that come with it. He reportedly seeking to replace marquee names with talent who built their audiences on social media, including Fox and NBC anchor Megyn Kelly, who has 1.72 million subscribers on YouTube. She won't go to CNN. They're gonna have to offer her more money than the people they're cutting. She won't do it. And by the way, she's an upstate New York girl. I'm from Binghamton. She's from the Syracuse area. The network posted its lowest numbers since 2014 at the end of 2023, and also at an all-time low with a 25 to 54 age segment coveted by advertisers because 25 to 54-year-olds spend the most money. So that's what advertisers want to make sure their ads see that age group because that's who spends the money. Makes perfect sense. How are they going to entice these people to come? And here's the other thing. Where are they going to go? Where's Chris Wallace going to go? I mean, where are these guys going to go? Where is Chris Wallace, Anderson Cooper, Wolf Blitzer, Jake Tapper, all of them? Where are they going to go? Their options are limited as far as cable news goes. MSNBC is the only one left, maybe NBC, but they're all having their money problems as well. It's really interesting. CNN is trying to keep their news landscape to become a digital-first provider, a source said. It makes sense for them to pursue anchors who have already established a presence there, especially if TV becomes history in the portfolio. CNN's previous attempt at a digital platform failed miserably, more than miserably, with its subscription-based streaming service CNN Plus. Remember that? I got to do this again. Yeah, CNN Plus. Light them up. We're going to start charging people per month to listen to our bullshit. That worked out really good. A mere 3 weeks after its launch back in April of 22, CNN Plus aimed for its ambitious goal of securing 2 million subscribers within its inaugural year. They wanted 2 million the first year, but only managed a meager 150,000 subscribers. There are scores of political and social YouTube channels that are conservative that have more subscribers than that. And purportedly less than 10,000 daily viewers. So people just gave money to keep CNN going? Are they really that crazy? 10,000 daily viewers. My little dinky channel that's getting suppressed badly here gets over 1,000 per day viewers. Now, they might not watch as many hours as CNN Plus, but the daily viewership is about 1,000, just a hair over. And that's me. That's 1/10 of what CNN Plus was doing. These guys suck so bad. During its highly hyped launch, making it clear that it was never going to match projections, resulting in the streaming platform being put out of its misery within a month. The paint didn't even dry on their headquarters yet. Something tells me CNN is going the way of the Hindenburg. Well, yeah. Well, the Hindenburg was a little different because that caught on fire. It didn't self-destruct, in other words, unless you want to believe all the conspiracy theories considering the Hindenburg. But anyway, there it is. CNN, the most trusted name in news. It couldn't happen to a nicer group of people. It's amazing to me. And here's the weird part. This whole situation with President Trump, CNN, MSNBC, the two main culprits, the usual suspects, plus the others, are the ones that gave Donald Trump so much airtime in the late 2015 and all of 2016. They thought he was a joke, a harmless joke, that they can make fun of and make money off of. And when he started to come up in the polls, and then he won the Republican nomination for president in 2016, they estimate over $2 billion worth of free airtime these morons gave President Trump. So in a lot of ways, they created this. So now they have to correct it by going after him ruthlessly. Well, you know what? It's not going to work. It's simply not going to work. There is no more going to be this huge election coverage after this November. Maybe they'll just go not cable news. I don't know what they're going to do because they charge, like I have Spectrum, Time Warner in the area here in upstate New York. And CNN charges Spectrum X amount to have their CNN on their cable package. That's the way it works. The cable companies pay them, and they in turn charge us a monthly rate to pay for everything they pay for, plus enough to cover expenses and have profit at the same time. So we're going to see what happens. Are they going to have a different version of CNN Plus? Would you pay $10, $15, $20 a month? I sure as hell wouldn't. Now, I do subscribe to Timcast. I think that's more than worthwhile. And I do subscribe to the Daily Wire. And those are the only two. And I do also contribute monthly to Tucker Carlson Network, TCN. And those are the three that I pay a monthly fee for. But I would never pay a dime for CNN. It's and they can't get the advertising money. The world changed with the internet, and they didn't change along with it. And like I said before, CNN is very much like the dinosaurs. The asteroid's coming. There's nothing they can do about it. Until the next time, God bless, goodbye, and good luck.